I'm absolutely disgusted. And if you're a wrestling fan with even an ounce of respect for this business, you should be too. What we just witnessed on WWE programming isn't just controversial, it's an absolute slap in the face to every single person who's invested their time, their money, and their passion into following Bron Breakker's story. The mystery attacker has been revealed, and I'm telling you right now, this isn't just bad booking. This is character assassination. This is creative bankruptcy. And somebody needs to be held accountable. Before I absolutely unleash on what just went down, do me a favor, smash that subscribe button and hit the notification bell because trust me, what I'm about to say is going to have people talking. This channel doesn't hold back, we don't sugarcoat, and we definitely don't protect incompetent creative decisions. Subscribe to Ring Rumble 1 right now if you want the real take on wrestling, not the sanitized corporate spin. Now let's get into this disaster. For months, and I mean months, WWE has been teasing us with this mystery attacker storyline. Bron Breakker, one of the most physically gifted athletes this company has seen in years, has been getting ambushed backstage. Week after week, we've watched this second-generation superstar get blindsided by someone in a mask. And what did WWE promise us? They promised us a shocking reveal. They promised us it would all make sense. They promised us payoff. Well, we got our reveal. And you know who it was. Dijak. I'll give you a moment to let that sink in because I'm still trying to process the sheer audacity of this creative decision. Not a main event star. Not someone with heat. Not someone the casual audience even knows. They took one of their most promising future main eventers in Bron Breakker and had him get terrorized for months by a guy who can't even get consistent television time. And before the Dijak fans come at me in the comments, this isn't about Dijak's talent. The man is talented. He can go in that ring. But that's not the point. The point is that this reveal does nothing for Bron Breakker's character. It does nothing to elevate either competitor. And it does everything to show us that WWE Creative had absolutely no plan when they started this storyline. You want to know what makes this even worse? The fallout. Oh, the fallout is where this whole thing goes from bad to absolutely catastrophic. Because instead of giving us a blood feud, instead of giving us intensity, instead of giving us a reason to care, what did we get? A standard match announcement for a random episode of NXT. No special stipulation, no championship implications, just Bron Breakker vs Dijak in a regular singles match that could have happened on any random Tuesday without the 3-month build. Are you kidding me? This is exactly what's wrong with modern wrestling storytelling. Creative teams start storylines without knowing where they're going. They build mystery for the sake of mystery. They create anticipation without having earned the payoff. And then when it's time to deliver, when it's time to give the audience what they've been waiting for, they serve up the most generic, uninspired conclusion possible and expect us to just accept it. Let me break down exactly why this is such a colossal failure on multiple levels. First, let's talk about Bron Breakker. This man is a stud. He's got the look, he's got the name recognition through his family legacy, he's got the athleticism, and he's got that old school intensity that you can't teach. WWE should be protecting this guy like he's made of gold. Instead, they've spent 3 months making him look like he can't handle one single attacker. Think about that. Bron Breakker, the man who's been presented as an unstoppable force, couldn't figure out who was attacking him. He couldn't catch this person. He couldn't prevent these attacks. His credibility, all for a storyline that doesn't even have a satisfying conclusion. Now let's talk about Dijak. Again, talented performer. But putting him in this role does him no favors. If you're going to be the mystery attacker targeting a top guy, you need to be somebody. You need to be important enough that when you're revealed, the audience goes, "Oh, that makes sense," or, "Oh my god, I didn't see that coming." Dijak being revealed makes people go, "Oh. Okay. Who's that again?" And I know what WWE's thinking. They're thinking, "Oh, we'll build Dijak up through this program with Bron." But that's backwards. You don't use your established star to try and create a star out of someone the audience doesn't know. That's not how this works. You build someone up first, then you put them in a program with your top guys. This is Wrestling Booking 101, and somehow the creative team managed to get it completely wrong. The fallout has been even more telling. Social media has been ablaze with disappointed fans. The live crowd reaction was lukewarm at best. And what's WWE's response? Radio silence. No acknowledgement that maybe this wasn't the home run they thought it would be. No adjustment to the story to try and salvage something from this mess. Just full steam ahead with a program that nobody's excited about. And here's what really gets me, the missed opportunities. You want to know who should have been the mystery attacker? Let me give you some options that would have actually made sense and created interest. Option 1. Carmelo Hayes. You've got history there. You've got star power. You've got someone the NXT audience actually cares about. Imagine the heat if Carmelo revealed he was behind the attacks because he felt Braun took his spot as the top guy in NXT. That's a story with layers. That's a story with emotional investment. Option 2. Someone from Braun's past. Maybe someone he screwed over on his way to the top. Give us a reason for the attacks beyond just, I want to fight you. Make it personal. Make it meaningful. Option 3, and hear me out on this one, make it a swerve. Make it someone from the main roster who sees Braun as a threat to their position once he gets called up. Imagine if it had been Theory, or Grayson Waller, or even someone bigger coming down to try and take out the future competition before it becomes a problem. That would have been compelling television. But no, we got Dijak, and now we're supposed to pretend like this is must-see television. The match itself that was announced. Nothing special about it. No cage match to contain the violence. No street fight to let them really go at each other after months of attacks. Not even a number 1 contenders match to give it stakes. Just a regular singles match that'll get 12 minutes on TV and then be forgotten about by next week. This is the problem with WWE's current approach to storytelling. They're so focused on creating moments for social media that they forget about creating compelling narratives. A mystery attacker angle should build to something explosive. It should create a rivalry that people talk about for years. Instead, we're going to get a forgettable match, a handshake after probably, and then both guys move on to other things like this whole program never even happened. And you know what the worst part is? Creative incompetence. And this is exactly why wrestling fans are becoming increasingly frustrated with the product they're being served. We're not asking for perfection. We're asking for effort. We're asking for storylines that make sense. We're asking for payoffs that feel earned. What we got instead is a masterclass in how not to book a mystery angle. Future wrestling schools should use this as an example of what happens when you don't plan your stories properly, when you don't protect your top stars, and when you prioritize getting a reveal over making sure that reveal actually means something. The fallout from this is going to be felt for a long time. Not because of what happens between Braun and Dijak in their match. I guarantee you nobody's going to remember that match 3 months from now. The fallout is the damage done to BRON BREAKKER's momentum, the damage done to audience trust in WWE storylines, and the damage done to NXT's reputation as the brand that gets it right. This was WWE's chance to create a star. They had all the pieces in place. They had a charismatic, talented performer in BRON BREAKKER. They had months of building anticipation. They had an audience ready to invest in a compelling rivalry. And they blew it. So yeah, I'm disgusted. I'm angry. And I'm disappointed. Not just as a fan, but as someone who loves this business and wants to see it succeed. We should be talking about how amazing this reveal was. Instead, we're talking about what a waste it turned out to be. That's my take. Agree? Disagree? Think I'm being too harsh? Drop your thoughts in the comments below because I want to hear what you think about this disaster. And if you're as fed up as I am with booking decisions like this, share this video. Let WWE know that we're not going to just accept mediocrity anymore. We deserve better. Wrestling deserves better. And BRON BREAKKER definitely deserves better. Ring Rumble 1, signing off. And I'll see you in the next one.